Welcome to Celebrate the Holidays, hosted by The Bargain Bluebird and co-hosted by Creative DIYs with Mom Doss. Links to the host and the playlist are in the description box. For my first DIY, I'm starting with spray paint, Rust-Oleum, a white and a pink, and 2 plastic nutcrackers from the Dollar Tree. First, I have to remove all of their funky white hair and get them prepared for the spray paint. And I'm using the white and pink because I want these to look more like a cotton candy and a peppermint look to fit in with what our Christmas Candyland theme is this year. So for this one, I'm going to cover his legs because they're already red and white, so there's no need to paint over those. I'm going to get those taped over with some masking tape to secure them, and then take all of this outside to get them covered with the spray paint. So once they were all dry, I brought them back in and removed the plastic. And on the red and white one, the gold accents just kept showing through. And I didn't want to put like 3 coats of spray paint. So I just left them as, just an extra embellishment, and decided that I would just add a few stripes of the red gemstone stickers instead of trying to do a peppermint stripe, since that gold was showing through. And I like the way it ended up turning out. And I just put some around his waist, like as a belt accent, and this little pops of red really look cute on him. And for my pink one, I have clear gemstones to add to this one that are a little fancier design than just the dots. And it kind of looks like diamonds on a crown, which is fitting to the way the hat on this one is made. So I just wanted to add some accents around the hat and just a little bit on the front of him. And then I had some rhinestone stickers that I applied to the boots on the pink one, and then I added a few more red gems to the white one just to give his arms a little bit of flair. And after I'd added those to his arms, then I decided that I should add the rhinestone stickers to the pink one as well. So with just adding the rhinestone stickers to his boots, I felt like that would be just enough of an accent. The gems on his hat and like his belt area is so fancy that I didn't want to just put gems everywhere, just a few little accents. And then there was one little rhinestone left, and I just added that to the sword. And then I was ready to move on to reattaching the hair, and put his beard on first, and then glued his little fluffy crazy white hair, and just repeated the same thing for the red and white nutcracker. And once I had the hair added to both of them, that was it. They were complete, and I just love the faces, just the solid color and no eyes and mouth accents. And here they are together, and I think they came out just so cute. Let me know, what do you think of these made over nutcrackers? Our host, Marie the Bargain Bluebird, does beautiful DIYs on a budget, along with Shop With Me videos, beautiful tiered tray decor. Please check out her channel for some great inspiration. And our co-host, Creative DIYs with Mom Doss, she does wonderful DIYs on a budget and some very creative paper crafting. Please check her out. For these peppermint bark bites, I'm starting with Ghirardelli white melting wafers, peppermint, a stainless steel bowl, and several silicone molds. So since this bag was already open, I just dumped out the remainder of the wafers into my stainless steel bowl, and I already had a saucepan with some water simmering, so I just placed my stainless steel bowl on top of my pan so that I would have the double boiler effect and my wafers will start melting. The directions on the bag state to have your water boiling at a low rate because these wafers do melt quickly, and so you just want to stir them often to make sure that everything gets smoothed out and there's no lumps. And while the wafers finish melting, I take my peppermint, roll it up in a towel and a mallet and just start to smash it up so it'll be ready to sprinkle on top of my melted candy. And now it's thoroughly melted and it can be removed from the heat. Okay, I'm just gonna scoop my chocolate out with a spoon because these molds are so small. If I had the larger full out bar mold that I could just pour it directly, then that's what I would do, but I'll just use a spoon to scoop. Tap to settle it, and then take a little bit of crushed peppermint and sprinkle on the tops. And that's what it looks like. So I'll continue to fill this up, and then I'll probably end up melting more wafers. Maybe I'll add some chocolate and add my other molds. For these DollarTree molds, they're deeper and they're actually, the tag says that they're ice cube trays. So for some of these, I'm going to go ahead and add some peppermint in first. And I've got another batch of wafers melting, and I'm gonna swirl in some milk chocolate just to add a little variation to these. So for this batch, I didn't want to overly mix it. I like the marbleized kind of swirly pattern that was created with the milk chocolate added. And here they are, all firmed and chilled and ready to be popped out of their molds. Loosen them up. And pop them out. And for these Disney molds, I was kind of nervous that they would crack up because they're not super deep, but they came out nice. You can make out all the features of Mickey and Minnie, and there was only one casualty. One of them did crack, but that's not bad. The family's still gonna devour these. Super cute and delicious. These Disney molds are from a subscription I used to have for Disney Sweets, where they would send me new baking tools every month along with a recipe book, but I'm sure you could find some on Amazon with no problem. Now for these DollarTree molds, I guess because they are actually ice molds is where they are firmer. It's not a flexible silicone like my other two molds, but they popped out just fine. And here are all my peppermint bark bites laid out on a platter. So cute, so delicious. Remember, guys, there are no calories in holiday food, okay? Have all the treats you want, no calories. I hope you'll try making this at home. It's such an easy recipe, but it makes a really nice impact when you give them to your loved ones. I like receiving homemade gifts and I like giving homemade gifts, and holiday treats, no exception. I love this. My family has come to expect this from me every year. Thanks so much for watching. Please enjoy the playlist, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas.